Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we were taking a look at the contest that Phil over at Studio 44 has been running, and he has agreed to let me announce the winner with him. So let's bring him in there and let's hear more about the contest before we wrap this thing up.
Soul21, thanks for having me, buddy. It's an honor to be on your channel.
Hey, you're my favorite guest to bring on, so I thought this contest would be a great thing for us to do together since we've kind of shown the same stadiums, gotten to know the same communities. So
we've been talking about doing another collaboration together, and you did so much work on hosting it. I mean, you did all the work, and then I ended up having, the video on my channel for the last one we did. So I figured the least I could do is, if you're going to run another collaboration, let the announcement be on your channel.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Plus, you found the stadium that actually is going to be the winner.
Yep, and I think we can both agree it's the clear-cut winner.
Hands down, it's so good. So I don't want to spoil anything about it, but I mean, all the stadiums that were submitted were fantastic, all 10 of them, and not 10, all 30 of them were fantastic, and it was fun to see, like one stadium take the lead, and then one, creep up, and then the other one built that big lead again, for as far as everyone's three best, and watching the one take over. So whittling it down to this was not easy, but I mean, it's pretty obvious at the same time.
Yeah, it's really affected like the whole community in a big way, and it's just when you think of the vault, like you just see the stadium pop up now that the contest has kind of come to close to the end, and everybody got the traction on it, and yeah, now it's just all over the place now. So clearly the people have made their choice. Right, so we're gonna take one last look at the final entries that made it all the way down to the finals, and at the end we're gonna reveal the winner of the Stadium of the Year contest for the show 23.
Inside me, son of a god, I'm like a titan that's rising, no, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate, there is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me, this is how legends are made.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. It is here. Thank you, Sewell, for joining me in sharing the best stadium of 2023, Costco Headquarters Park. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the clear winner. I mean, look at this. Look at this giant parking lot. It's amazing. Who doesn't love a big parking lot when you're hitting?
Yeah, and the thing that really gets me about it too is I love the floating scoreboard and the floating flag that's right behind the dugout.
Look at that. I mean, is it held up by magic, or it's awesome?
Yeah, clearly gravity has a different property in this park because balls just fly out of it anyway.
The meticulous work of putting a prop of 8 houses lined across a bunch of roads, so creative.
Yeah, and I mean, they got that thing lined up exactly right. Like, it doesn't even look like they used the tool to line it up at all. They just nailed it first try.
And you got the racetrack behind you with the building with the yellow and a water tower. It makes it so much like a real town. So good.
Yeah, and I love that they have the tire center, the eye doctor, and the food court included. Like, attention to detail, just.
And the work that they had to go in to line all those letters up to make it say that word. Unbelievable. So good.
We're not even sure who the original creator is of this because it's copied so many times because so many people want to use it because it's so good
that's how good this stadium is. There's like what, 22,000 pages of just this stadium.
Yep. So how could you not say that this is not the clear winner of 23?
And who would have thought to put a soccer field, a baseball field, and a football field with a track around it?
Yeah, and throwing a pond in between right next to the road for that added realism. Amazing.
Is that an airplane?
That is an airplane in the parking lot. Yeah, they landed it right there. That took some skill.
And this is why we do this, folks, because this vault is in such tough shape. You know, it's so hard to find good stadiums. So when we find them, we want to present them to you so you can download them and use them. And how else would you find this stadium in the vault if we weren't here to present it to you? Props to this creator. It's clearly the best stadium of the year. I mean, look at that rack of just houses in a cul-de-sac. Amazing.
Oh, and some of them even have lazy rivers in their backyard. That's got to be pretty fun.
Oh, yeah. Who don't love a lazy river in their backyard? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Sewell, thanks for having me on. Thank you thank you to everybody who submitted a stadium for this challenge. I mean, it's so hard to pick a winner, like I said, you know, with Murph and Sandman Dan and Bo Tiger and yourself and
Carmen's dad and
who am I missing? Carmen's dad. Anybody else? Dodger Blue. All these guys put in these great stadiums.
yeah, and it's been such a big influence on the community. I mean, how have you not heard of this park? And if you haven't, like, just go in the vault and download it. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's been blowing up lately.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic. Again, so sorry to Murph and Sandman Dan and Dodger Blue and all you guys and yourself. And I submitted a stadium too. I didn't win, but I mean, what are you gonna do when you're up against a freaking masterpiece like this? Just remember, we're in like what, the first 2 weeks of the show 24. You got a whole year to create something better than this for the contest next year. So keep plugging at it. Keep asking Sewell and myself to showcase stadiums for you. We'll get them on, and we'll hopefully make them as good as this, and we'll show them to our viewers, and hopefully the popularity can boom even better than this thing.
Yep, and I know I'm going to be spending some time in this stadium just kind of dissecting it and see what worked, see what didn't, you know, just I'm going to really try and refine my skills here.
Absolutely. So much to learn from this stadium. So that's it. It's 2023 Stadium of the Year contest is over. We have our winner. Thank you to everyone who submitted a stadium. Sewell, thanks for joining me on this, and hopefully we can do this again next year.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. For Phil at Studio 44 and myself, thank you guys, and we hope to catch you in the next one.